Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Newly inducted union ministers assume charge of their ministries. Anurag Thakur takes charge as the Information and Broadcasting Minister. Nagaland government announces unlock Phase 2 for another 1 week from July 11. 58 Shamado Chesor Assembly constituency becomes vacant following demise of MLA Toshi Wongtong. And Finance Ministry releases fourth monthly installment of post-devolution revenue deficit grant of over 9,871 crore rupees to 17 states. As the nationwide free COVID-19 vaccination campaign at government facilities for those above 18 years is going on, we advise our young listeners to get vaccinated and also to help others to get vaccinated. We also advise our listeners not to lower their guard as COVID-19 remains a threat to our health. Please stay at home unless it is essential to go out and continue to follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075 and state helpline number 1800-345-0019. And now the news. Following the first major reshuffle of the Union Ministry since the NDA government was re-elected to power in 2019, several newly inducted Union ministers took charge of office today. Anurag Thakur, who assumed the charge of Information and Broadcasting Minister, said Prime Minister Narendra Modi has done remarkable work in the last 7 years. The minister said he will work to fulfill the expectations and responsibilities given to him as an Information and Broadcasting Minister. Kiren Rijiju took charge as the Law and Justice Minister. The minister said this is a huge challenge for him and a big responsibility to discharge the function of law and justice. He said creating a robust legal system in the country is a part of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of making Atmanirbhar Bharat. Besides Kiren Rijiju, 4 leaders from the Northeast were also inducted into the new ministry, which includes former Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal as Union Minister for Ports, Shipping and Waterways, and Ayush, Pratima Bhowmik, Minister of State for Social Justice and Empowerment, Rameswar Delhi as Minister for State for Petroleum and Natural Gas, Labour and Employment, and Rajkumar Ranjan Singh, Minister of State for Education and External Affairs. Nagaland government has announced unlock for Phase 2 in the state for another 1 week, further relaxing the lockdown restrictions. The state's first phase of unlock, which was initiated for a period of 10 days from July 1, comes to an end on Saturday. State spokesperson on COVID-19, Monlomo Gigon, taking to Twitter today, said the High-Powered Committee HPC has decided to begin Unlock 2 from 11 to 17th of July with further relaxations. He informed that the district task forces will issue revised SOPs which will be made available in all platforms. Gigon said select train service will also be allowed to operate with strict SOPs. The state spokesperson further said the HPC reviewed the state's preparation for the next wave of COVID-19. Following the demise of member of Nagaland Legislative Assembly, Toshi Wongtong, on 1st of July, Commissioner and Secretary Nagaland Legislative Assembly Secretariat, P.J. Anthony, informed that 58 Shamado Chesor Assembly constituency has fallen vacant with immediate effect from 3rd of July. Toshi Wongtong, who was elected from the 58 Shamado Chesor Assembly constituency, was holding the charge of advisor for Information and Public Relations as CERT and Village Guards. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on a YouTube channel, AIR News Kohima. The Union Finance Ministry has released the fourth monthly installment of post-devolution revenue deficit PTRT grant of over 9,871 crore rupees to 17 states. A total amount of 39,484 crore rupees has been released to eligible states in the current financial year so far. The states recommended for BTRT grant by the 15th Finance Commission are Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Punjab, Rajasthan, Sikkim, Tamil Nadu, Tripura, Uttarakhand and West Bengal. Of the total amount of 1,519 crore rupees released during 2021-22 to the state of Nagaland, 379.75 crore rupees was released to the state. The Reserve Bank of India has imposed monetary penalties on 14 banks, including Bank of Baroda and State Bank of India (SBI), for non-compliance of rules. While Bank of Baroda has been fined 2 crore rupees, Bandhan Bank, Bank of Maharashtra, Central Bank of India, Credit Suisse, Indian Bank, Indus IND Bank, Karnataka Bank, Karur Vyasa Bank, Punjab and Sindh Bank, South Indian Bank, Jammu and Kashmir Bank, and Utkarsh Small Finance Bank have been fined 1 crore rupees of penalty each. The SBI has been fined 50 lakh rupees. In a press release, the RBI said the violations include non-compliance with certain provisions of directions issued by RBI on lending to non-banking financial companies, bank finance to non-banking financial companies, and loans and advances, statutory and other restrictions. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, in partnership with UNICEF, today virtually held a capacity building workshop for media professionals and health correspondents of northeastern states on community ownership of COVID-appropriate behavior, evidence-based reporting and busting myths on COVID and vaccination. Addressing the workshop, Joint Secretary, Union Health Ministry, Love Agarwal, commended media professionals for their sustained efforts in collective fight against COVID-19. He said that media persons are major influencers of society as they can encourage people to vaccinate and follow COVID-appropriate behavior. He acknowledged that the media plays a constructive role in overcoming vaccine hesitancy by busting myths and fake news that is widely shared on social media platforms. Stating that the second wave is not yet over and one should not let their guard down, Agarwal said media is an important stakeholder in creating an enabling environment for COVID-appropriate behavior and for vaccination in the northeastern states. Dimapur police arrested 2 persons, namely Ikusa Aye and Buloka, on criminal charges of stealing bags of rice from a shop in Dipupar area after their car met with an accident during an escape attempt. The arrest was made on July 3. On further inquiry, it came to light that the arrested individuals on multiple occasions in Dipupar, Jumukedima and Guda village had used the same modus operandi, wherein, on the pretext of buying rice from a shop, they would first load their car with rice bags with the help of the unsuspecting shopkeeper, after which at an opportune moment they would flee with a rice-laden vehicle. In this regard, cases have been registered in Dipupar Police Station and East Police Station Dimapur, respectively. In another incident on July 6, one person, namely Dorin Dikir, was also arrested for illegal possession of a .22 caliber pistol with 3 live rounds from Budumbukuri area. During the initial inquiry, the accused revealed that he had borrowed the small arm from one person in order to impress his female friend. A case has been registered at East Police Station, Dimapur. Meanwhile, 1 bike and 1 scooty stolen from Dimapur was recovered by the investigating team of Suburban Police Station from Nagaon, Assam, with the assistance of Nagaon Police. A case has been registered at SPNPS, Dimapur. And now 20 News, here are the main points again. Newly inducted union ministers assume charge of their ministries. Anurag Thakur takes charge as the Information and Broadcasting Minister. Nagaland government announces Unlock Phase 2 for another 1 week from July 11. 58 Shamador Chesor Assembly constituency becomes vacant following demise of MLA Toshi Wongtong. And Finance Ministry releases 4th monthly installment of post-devolution revenue deficit grant of over 9,871 crore rupees to 17 states. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.